1, 2, 3, audio test.
Hi, this is cbradiomagazine.com, and this is the Astatic D104M6B microphone. Now, we're going to do a quick overview of the microphone, but we're also going to show you guys a modification for it, something I've never actually tried, so this will be a learning experience for us. But let's get in and just talk a little bit about this. The D104 desk microphone has been very popular over the years. It's a big metal desk mic. They have amplified versions, non-amplified versions, and this is a handheld D104. Very high gain microphone. This is a fantastic mic. If you have a stock microphone on your radio and you're looking for more modulation, more audio, you just add this, turn it up just a little bit, and you're going to sound, a lot stronger in terms of your voice and modulation. These, you actually have to be careful. If you turn them up too much, you can over-modulate pretty easily. General consensus are these are great mics. There is a little bit of feedback from people that it doesn't pick up bass tones as well, and that's what we're going to attempt today in our modification. But let's get this out of the packaging and have a closer look at it. All right, we've taken out of the packaging, and as you can see, it's a pretty standard size, fits in your hand nicely. It's definitely a very square shape, as you can see. And some people have said it's a little less comfortable because of that, because these edges aren't rounded, they're more square. But some people have also said it's easier to hold on to because you get your finger around the edge, you're not going to have it slip out of your hand. Has a metal microphone grill here, has a push to talk button here. This push to talk button is a little different, and I don't know how well you can see here, but it's more of a button that you're pushing in, whereas in some other push to talk buttons it's a little more of a hinged lever here, and you have the point here where it attaches and you push in, and this swings in and pushes in the switch, whereas this is definitely more of a button just in the one location. On the back side, this is your gain control. You can set that to the level of gain. There is a battery inside. It's a powered microphone, and that power is what increases the gain level inside for the amplification. So let's take it apart and I'll show you the inside. Alright, we've removed the 4 screws. Now we're going to take off the back cover. You'll see the gain control knob is actually attached to the other side of the microphone. So when we pull this off, there's actually a hole in this. And looking at the other side, you can see how the microphone switch works. There's a metal tab here, and that provides the spring back. This is really just to provide a spring to push it back. That's all there is to it. It's just a piece of metal. And when you push here, it goes against this little switch right here, and that's what engages the microphone. That's a pretty simple system. On the nice side, there's not as many moving parts as there are in some other microphone systems, so a little less to break in that sense. Inside the microphone, this is your gain control. As you can see that it was sticking through the other cover, and your mic cord comes in here and then attaches to the board here. This is where your battery goes in. Your 9-volt battery just pops into these connections. Now, in a lot of other powered microphones, this is on a little battery tab that's loose with 2 wires, and you connect that onto your battery. On this one, your battery just goes directly in. I would recommend being a little careful. This board that it connects to is soldered directly to the other board, so you don't want to put undue pressure on that when you're installing it. Now that's kind of all there is to it in here. And the next part is I'm going to show you guys a little modification that's available for this microphone. So the D104M6B hand microphone is one of the most popular powered microphones out there. Has a really good history, strong reviews, highly recommended. However, there are some people that have said that it is a little bit tinny for their voices and they wish it had a little bit better bass response. And there are actually a couple different versions I've seen for modifications to this. However, the one I'm going to show you today is simply just snipping a little resistor in here. And I'll try and show this the best I can. But right here next to the microphone connector, you'll see right in the corner here, there's a resistor right here, and it's labeled 270K on the circuit board, and it's in a little bit of a square line around it. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it. We're just going to snip it on one side, and we're going to do that. And worst case scenario, if we hated it, you could always solder it back. You could take this whole board off and remove the solder and remove it, but for the easy way to do it, we're just going to snip it today. Okay, so how do we test if this cutting the resistor actually does anything? I'd love to say I'm a highly qualified CB technician with $30,000 of equipment, but as most of you know, I'm just a hobbyist, and so my real-world test was I put it on a switch so I could switch the resistor on or off. I tried injecting some tones in and then transmitted, received with another radio and recorded it. I felt like on the low tones I could kind of see a bit of a difference on the audio, on the graph, and also in the sound, but there was a hum in my recording, and with the low tones and the hum you just couldn't get a very good comparison. So did a real world audio test. I just started counting and got a nice cadence going, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then I was switching it on and off as I did it, recorded it, and I'll let you guys be the judge. Tell me what you think. And I also did a quick test with a regular stock mic, a D104 Road Devil, and the D104M6B, both of these set to about 30% on the gain, just to kind of give you a comparison with this one with the resistor disconnected as well. So yeah, I'll let you guys kind of be the judge. Tell me what you think. cbradiomagazine.com, and here comes the audio. Thank you.
1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 audio. 1 2 3 1 2 3 audio. 1 2 3 1 2 3 audio.